it's time for KP Video News, and I'm gonna get started here. And we have a investigation that reveals that black families are still living on plantations in Mississippi. This is today. This article. This is a recent article. This article just came out, and so it says New Orleans, Louisiana. Dr. Antoinette Harrell, known as the slavery detective of the South, is on a mission to interview and document the oral histories of people who still live on plantations to this very day. D'Angelo Manuel and Tyra Simmons, two interns working with Harrell, visited two plantations in Tallahatchie County, Mississippi, interviewing people who still live on plantations. They set out to find out why are people still living on plantations, what is keeping them there, and why don't they move away. The first person they stopped to interview was a woman named Helen, who was born on a plantation in 1940 in Holmes County, Mississippi. Said, I picked and chopped cotton until I left the plantation in 1959, said Helen. Mom and daddy never really got ahead. Every year they were told that the crops didn't make good, try again. My mom and daddy left the plantation after the boss man sold the plantation. An older woman living on Buford Plantation said she moved from plantation to plantation with her mother before they settled at the Buford Plantation, picking and chopping cotton. Simmons and Manuel were very shocked to see people living on a plantation in the age of the new millennium. Apparently, they just can't afford to live anywhere else. Due West Plantation, a plantation that consists of 12,000 acres, got its name many years ago. During the 1850s, the farm was part of the Twilight Plantation. Mike Sturdivant, the owner of the plantation, is a highly successful Delta planter and millionaire businessman. Matt Davis told Harrell his mother and father were both born on Due West Plantation. Davis' grandfather, Richie Coleman, was a farmer from Lincoln County, Mississippi, and went to the Delta searching for farm work. My father, Laydell Davis Sr., was born in 1934 and worked as a tractor driver, said Carrie Jean. Matt's sister, Carrie Jean, was born on Due West Plantation. She remembers her grandma, said Carrie. After I left the plantation, I saw the television series Roots in 1977, and I realized that I was living in the same way, she said. We had what you call across the tracks. If you lived across the tracks on Due West Plantation, you were a slave. On the other side of the track was the free side. Dr. Harrell researched the history of the original owner of Due West Plantation, Captain Ben Sturdivant, and found him to be captain of a steamer, J.M. Sharp, according to Yazoo Pass Expedition, February 14th to April 8th, 1863. Sturdivant's steamer, he was accompanied by Company C of the 20th Mississippi Infantry, plus 200 slaves and their overseers. The old wooden shacks were demolished and small frame brick homes were built in the 1970s. Most people on Due West Plantation have other jobs off the plantation, but still call the plantation home. Kirk Manuel asked Henry, a man who lives on Due West, to tell him something about Emmett Till's story. To keep him anonymous, he would be referred to as Henry in this article. He said, I heard about it through travelers, said Henry. Henry said that he couldn't believe that a person could do that to another human being. He lives just 3 miles from where they found Emmett Till's body. We learned about civil rights movement, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through travelers, he said. I left the plantation one time and returned back to the plantation because the city life was too much for a country boy. We didn't communicate with folks on other plantations, Henry said. In May 1968, dozens of wagons set out from Marks, Mississippi. Dr. Martin Luther King visited Clarksdale, Mississippi for the first major meeting of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. While there, he saw the impoverished conditions of black sharecroppers and tenant farmers who remain on plantations in the Delta face daily. We didn't believe the plantation for anything. We didn't leave the plantation for anything. We spent our coupons at the commissary store. If anyone ran away from the plantation, they left at night. You didn't have any money to leave. I always wondered how they left, he said. After the conversation with Henry, we went to the store and met a man who had a different story, but seemed very apprehensive about talking. All he would say was, it was rough. He told us that his sister was hung and he didn't want to talk about it. Dr. Harrell regularly visited Ball Ground Plantation in Warren County, Mississippi, which consists of over 1,500 acres. A Cimarron family is the third owner of the Ball Ground Plantation. The Jeffreys lived on this plantation for 5 generations. Donald Jeffrey was born on the Ball Ground Plantation, never knew any other place to call home. He had a present owner say they are like brothers. Donald still helps on the plantation but works somewhere else. Donald's mother, Early Mae Jeffrey, was one of the cooks, and she rung the old plantation bell for Harold to demonstrate how the bell was rung to call in the field hands. So this is January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020. And according to this story, there are still people in Mississippi that are living on plantations. 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 Let that sink in. Plantation. 2020. And they got an option to leave, but they won't leave because they can't leave because they're broke. They flat broke. They have a store on the plantation land, so whatever they get like little coupons. They take those coupons to the so-called company store. They redeem those, so it's like they never get cash. Some of them got jobs working on the plantation and other outside jobs, and they still won't leave. Leave! Okay, here we go with story number 2. So this is the CEO who opened her fourth real estate company within 6 years. Tamara Moultrie, a very successful real estate broker, is celebrating the launch of her fourth real estate company. She now has estate companies in 4 different states: Wisconsin, Georgia, Florida, and Illinois. She operates all of her businesses virtually, has close to 25 realtors working on her team, and has recently beefed up her recruiting efforts for all 4 companies. Tamara, a native of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, has been in the real estate business since 2004. She passed the Illinois Managing Broker exam at the end of September 2019 and received her license 3 months later. She has a background in education, teaching, and mortgages, a bachelor's degree in elementary education, 18 graduate credits toward a master's degree in educational leadership. She has a real estate instructor's license in the state of Wisconsin. She administers real estate education courses to current and potential real estate agents in Wisconsin, and will be creating more courses for agents and real estate investors nationwide. Tamara says she is very excited about sharing her recruitment efforts in Illinois for 2020 and beyond. Her current and future goals consist of helping more investors to purchase, remove, improve, and renovate affordable homes, to revitalize lower-income communities, to promote home ownership for all, and is looking for more investors. So, hey, you can go to her personal Facebook page, or you can contact her at tamara.moultrie@gmail.com, or you can call her at 414-949-5566, and she also has a Facebook page, www.facebook.com/TAMAROSREALESTATETIPS. That's Tamara Real Estate Tips. That's on Facebook. So check her out, man. Check her out. And, hey, she's doing her thing the right way, man. Doing her thing the right way. And I'm happy about that. Four real estate companies in 4 different states. Not bad, my sister, not bad. Carry on. Okay, so high school bans black teen from graduation because of his hair. Mont Bellevue, Texas, DeAndre Arnold, a high school student from Texas, is reportedly being discriminated against because of his hairstyle of choice. His school, Barbers Hill High School in the city of Mont Bellevue, has suspended him and banned him from participating in his own graduation unless he cuts his dreadlocks. School officials claim their decision is based on their long-standing policy wherein no dress code policy that prohibits any cornrow or any method of wearing the hair. Our policy limits the length. It has always been that way for 30 years. So they're saying he got to cut them. You don't have to cut them off, but he got to shorten his dreadlocks. However, activists believe that it's yet again another case of racial discrimination. The dress code is designed by white people for white people and is damaging to black bodies, Black Lives Matter activist Ashton Wood said. This is a black and white issue. DeAndre and his family should not have to go through this, but I expect it from a board that has zero diversity, stated Gary Monroe with the Urban Alumni Association. A number of activists supported DeAndre and his family in their decision with the Barbers Hill School Board, hoping to come to a favorable resolution. They thought that the issue was an insignificant obstruction with the teen's education that might also be experienced by others. We're here for DeAndre, but it's about more than that. This is about the other DeAndres that would come through Barbers Hill, said Sandy Arnold, DeAndre's mother. Moreover, DeAndre's family, together with their supporters, are planning to take the case to a federal court if the school wouldn't come up with a resolution 40 hours after their meeting. And so far, this is a new case. So it's, this case just came out. So all these stories I'm giving you are all new, all brand new cases. And this is KP Video News over here. And, I told you guys I got this contest going on where you can win these, you can get these KP Video News cups here. All you have to do is just refer some people to KP Video News, and when they do the referral, have them subscribe. Click on the subscribe bell over there. Write a comment in and put your name there, the name of the person that referred them to KP Video News. And the more referrals I get, the winner will get the KP Video News mug, coffee, tea, whatever you want to put in it, whatever. All right, that's the news for the day, folks.
KP Video News.
That's my story. Peace, peace, peace.